We're back on Inside the Cardinal Playbook. It's time for Coach2Coach. Larry Holly is visiting with swim coach Mark Gole. Coach Holly?
Well, Coach, congratulations. Second year here with our program, doing a great job. Tell us a little bit about the meet at Indy.
Going against two teams at Indianapolis, we had the University of Indianapolis, who's currently ranked in the top 10 in the country in Division II for both their men's and women's program. We knew it was going to be tough going against them, and then we had Bellarmine there with them. We did as well as we could have against Indy. We actually had four event wins overall in that meet, and then our men and women both beat Bellarmine, and it was a pretty big day because it was officially our first win for the women's program since the program's reinstatement.
Congratulations. When I went to school here a couple of centuries ago, we had swimming, and I had a lot of fraternity brothers that were swimmers, and I thought they were pretty good, but I think the very first meet you had, or second meet, you broke almost all their records, so I'm going to have to get on my old fraternity brothers. But I have watched you in your early morning workouts, watched you some in your afternoon workouts. What you do in swimming is a little bit different in terms of preparing for the end of the year. Obviously, we let up because we have games. You train through a lot of your meets. Would you talk to the folks a little bit about how you do that and your theory and technique behind that?
Well, I guess there are two schools of thought, and some programs actually do mimic what a basketball program or a soccer team or a football team would do, as far as backing down and preparing for every single meet. But when you do that in swimming, you take a day or two away from the training that you could put into for that one peak performance at the end of the year. And really, we have 24 weeks from our first day of practice until our conference championship, which is coming up February 7th through the 10th. And it's been in my experience to put as much work as you possibly can in to that end of the year, so that your rest and your peak at the end of the year is as good as you possibly can imagine.
And that way, it's a little bit like cross country and track, especially for the distance runners, I would imagine.
Very much so. And there have been times where we did back off just a touch, just to kind of see where we're at. We don't want them to swim tired all year long, or they're going to get a little frustrated. But we had a phenomenal meet at Grinnell after backing off a couple days, and we pretty much trained through our last meet. This last weekend, it was a big test for them to see how fast they could swim tired, and a couple people stepped it up big time, but the majority of them were hurting quite a bit.
You've obviously done this for a while, winning national championships at Truman with this method. Congratulate you again on how quickly you built this program. It's amazing to me as a college coach to see how you've gotten some current students to be involved in swimming, with the success you've had with your recruiting the last 2 years as well. So where are we numbers-wise on the men's and women's side, and what's your eventual goal in terms of numbers for the program?
Well, first of all, I appreciate the congratulations. I hope to have as much longevity in coaching as you do. But right now we're sitting at 10 girls and 14 guys. Really hope to have a program up to around 50 swimmers total. If we could be 25 and 25 men and women, that would be ideal. But I believe we're at like 23 women or 23 guys and 27 of the other, I'd be very happy with that. Very happy that next year will be the very first ever season for swimming in the GLVC.
That is exciting. Years ago, when the GLVC approached us about joining the league and approached Truman State at the same time, Truman State, I think, turned it down at the time because they didn't have football as a conference sport, and we just weren't ready to make the move at that time. But it's great to see a conference opportunity for you. It's kind of tough to go into a league where they don't have that. And again, congratulations to you. Tell us what's coming up as far as your schedule.
Well, we have one more dual meet. We have St. Louis University at St. Louis University, so kind of a mid-major Division I program. It should be a very big test for both teams, but hopefully a couple of our individuals will be able to make a run at winning an event or two. And then 2.5 weeks after that, we have our conference championship. We're very fortunate to be able to join a conference this school year. The Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference allowed us to be an affiliate member for the men's and women's side. So It's going to be a good test. All D2 schools. There's 7 women's teams and 4 men's teams that will be competing the 7th through the 10th of February.
Well, congratulations again on the job you're doing, and your student athletes continue to progress. Again, I've watched you in your early morning workouts, and it looks like you're doing all the right things, and they're getting better. And we certainly wish you every success at the end of the year.
I appreciate it, Larry. Good luck to your men's team as well.
Thank you.